We are world champions and Polish champions in mobile number portability. In 2009 we took 54% of all numbers that were ported into the Play network. And that we improved that in 2010 to more than 65%. And actually, at the end of the year, we became even better. So I can confirm, Bartek, I believe that last quarter we managed to be above 70% in the last 3 consecutive months of the year. So also on this note, we are very satisfied with the development. We didn't give any number last year for EBITDA, we just said we were EBITDA positive for the full year. And this year we are happy to report 419 million zloty, and that represents our operating result before customer acquisition. So also here, it's a very satisfactory result and show that the development in revenues is reflected in a revenue or an increase on the bottom line as well, so that we are not just investing heavily, but we're also getting a bottom line that is following this development. It wouldn't make sense to talk about percentages here, it would be several thousand and not really relevant for the comparison. We sold last year more than 1 million phones. These are not dongles, Huawei dongles, these are real phones, which is a lot. We sold them in our 650 own fantastic, nice, redesigned stores. We rebuilt all our 650 own stores last year. And the most popular free ones here. And here you can see why we talk about there's a future, but there's also a presence. The highest selling mobile phone was the Nokia E52, which is a typical very good serving voice and SMS telephone with a little facility also actually to access the internet, the email, but not, let's say, a high-end smartphone. We also sold a lot of Nokia 6700, it was, let's say, high seller number 2. But what is important, the third most sold of all our phones was the MWC Wildfire, especially in the second half of last year. It was evident that the consumer was now ready, understood what the smartphone can do for the consumer, and there's been a big uptake in smartphones in the second half of 2010, and we expect that to really boom and take off in 2011. Over and above all these numbers, we can say our spontaneous brand perception has now increased to 80%. I think actually should be called maybe recognition perception. In terms of client appreciation or likeliness of Play, we have basically won every award it was worth winning. And what makes us especially happy is that the Polish telecom regulator made a big study end of 2010 and concluded that both among private users and businesses, Play came out as the most favored operator, i.e. the clients, our clients are more satisfied with Play than the Orange clients with Orange and the Polkomtel clients with Polkomtel and so forth. So we can be very pleased with this development. It does not mean that we rest on the laurels and say, okay, we are there where we should be. We have huge tasks ahead of us for 2011 to work on client satisfaction, to increase it to an even higher level, to roll out and finalize our HSPA Plus network, to increase our portfolio of smartphones, and to make the customer aware what we just started a week ago by launching our all-inclusive tariff, that you can actually be a user of a smartphone using the data, the web, the email intensively, and still be within the cost control that is the Play positioning. We offer you freedom, and we offer you full control of your mobile telephone bill. I think that's it for right now, and Bartek, Martin and myself, we are ready for questions. Thank you.
first question from Magdalena from Business'o.
Hi, can you be more specific about your goals for 2011?
Yes, we would like to grow as much as possible. And if Martin would have another T-shirt on, or football shirt, it would say 10 on the back. Not for 2010, but we do have aspirations for the 10 number.
What about EBITDA and revenues for 2011?
Neither stock listed company nor Play report their projections for the coming year.
Hi, Dario Palmesi from Informa Telecoms Media. I have a question. You compare yourself to the other European challengers, and quite interestingly, you point out Avea. Now, what you have in common, you and Avea, compared to all the others, is the access to low frequency bands. Do you think this is essential for a challenger to own? Would you recommend the others to follow the same path and acquire low frequencies?
We believe low frequency is essential for a challenger for two reasons. A, to access the market that is still out there for primarily voice telephony, and two, to build a 2G presence to threaten or challenge your national roaming partner. I had today a meeting with another challenger who do not have low frequency and who are paying a multiple, let's say, number of euros per minute compared to what we are paying.
And picking up on the Avea, they have a very interesting partnership growth with the football brands. Now you project 20% market share of Avea, so can we expect something similar?
This is not a projection, this is what actually has happened for Avea. I think it showed 18%, and our ambitions are high. Whether it's 15%, 20%, let's just say we have high ambitions for the future, but we prefer not to mention a specific amount.
You told us about this growth, this unique case growth. Which are the small secrets behind this growth, to achieve this growth? Which are the small secrets behind that?
Hard work. And I think if one of our investors said when we looked at the result for 2010, said we understand that this is not a silver bullet. This is redesign of the logo, new positioning, new layout of the shops, improvement in customer care, build out of the network, and all of that done good, done well. And so all the things coming together means you have success. And if we fail in one of them, we would not have the same success. But as I say, we still have plenty of work ahead, thank God, to improve even better our customer contact points, especially on our customer care. We will work on improving the experience even to be even better in the shops, improve our offering, constant work.
Yes. Dimitri Malas from MWC agrees. Is there a case that you will take this model that you've executed in Poland and other countries in Eastern Europe, perhaps, in order to try to emulate the same model and the same success?
I'm managing the company. If the investors would like to try that, there is a possibility for sure. There are some also struggling challenges around Europe.
So that's a yes or no?
Well, the answer is because I focus on Poland, and if somebody would try to do that, I think there are opportunities out there. Yes. Maybe it's more a question to our investors afterwards.
Who sold 0.4% shares before? Because the German has a 50.3 and Novator has a 49.3.
I think that was a typo, actually, it's 49.7. So there's no in between, man.
Okay.
No, and it's not me. Unfortunately. But Good point.
If you don't have any more questions, thank you very much for your time, and we are ready to open your questions in panel discussions also. Thank you very much.
Informal basis. Thank you for coming.
If you want to receive the version of materials, please give your email to Joanna. She's staying over there.